Come pack with me for 5 people for a 5-night cruise on board the magical Disney Dream. If we've not met before, hi, I am Ree. Welcome to my channel, Mummy of 4 Does Disney. If you love packing videos, I have a lot of these on the channel. If you've been here before, you know we've got a bit of a system. In my last video I showed you everything that we are wearing and all the outfits that I've planned, Disneybounding group outfits, all that fun stuff. So that's in that previous video. And in this video, we're gathering all that together, we're getting it organised and we're packing. And we're going to start with my magical cruise planner because this is where I have got all of my outfits planned out inside and where I have got all of my lists of everything I need to pack. I love a list. It helps my newly diagnosed, I only realised this year at age 40, ADHD brain just stay on top of knowing that everything is done, and that way I know when we step on board the Dream we'll have everything we need. All 4 children have autism. I don't want to get on board and spoil anyone's time because I've not got the right stuff, so we're going to go through, we're going to be super thorough. So all of the outfits I've got planned, I've got written out in these pages, and then I have a packing list where I put everyone's names along the top, and then I can tick off when we've got tops, cardigans, hoodies, underwear for each individual person. That can all be done. And then we've also got this list of items and things we need, plus spaces to fill in extra things. So it's all checks and balances. We've got all the outfits we need, and then we're doubling checking we've got everything for everyone, and then doubly checking we've got the other things. The first step I tend to do is to get everything out and make a big old mess. I started doing this earlier today to create that video where I was sharing all the different outfits. But honestly, I'd recommend, especially if you've got children on the spectrum, get them to try things on if possible. At very least, hold things that you're hoping the children will wear up against them to check that they're going to fit, check there are no marks, check they don't need washing, check everything is just neat, tidy, clean and intact, ready to be packed. We're then going to separate everything else out into baskets. You know I love my baskets, and I tend to pack by day or by outfit rather than by person. This isn't so relevant for this trip because we are not flying, we are sailing. So we're getting to the port via car, and then we are giving the cases to Disney Cruise Line who will take them onto the ship and put them at our stateroom for us. So the cases are far less likely to get lost than if we were flying. However, I still like to do this. If you are flying and one person's case goes missing, that one person has no clothes. However, if you do it this way and you pack by day, so when we go to Florida, I pack all the things for one park in one case and all the things for another park in another case. If one case goes missing, everyone's still got something to put on, which is kind of important. So if you want to grab one of these, by the way, you can scan the QR code on screen or type in the link on screen, or use the link down below in the description or the blog post that goes with this video. In fact, in the blog post that goes with this video, it shows you everything that I am talking about. So while you're doing that, I'm going to make a start. So the start that I have made is gathering loads of different outfits into different baskets. So that is all of the stuff we're wearing to Animator's Palette the first time we dine there. This is all the Winnie the Pooh Disneybound stuff. That's another group, Disneybound. This is all the Toy Story stuff. They're Will's t-shirts. I'm starting to gather things, but because I've already been doing, it doesn't look like I've done a lot, but we've been trying things on the children. I've been doing quite a lot of this today. I'm going to be honest, I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed. I think this is something I've kind of come to realise since I was diagnosed with ADHD, that I do get overwhelmed with things quite easily, which is why often I procrastinate things. I'm like, it's such a big job and I put it off. So I think I need to count my wins for today. I have gathered most of the clothes we need to gather, and sometimes by sort of gathering things, sorting them, stepping away and coming back a different day, I feel like I've got a lot more clarity and I can see easily what's missing, as opposed to just feeling like, I don't know where to begin, I don't know where to move. So for today, I mean, this vlog for you will be multi-days, but for me today, I think I'm now just gonna stack all this stuff, put it all away and resume packing another day, perhaps tomorrow, perhaps in a couple of days, but just keep gathering bits slowly. It's also 20 days till we go. So if I get all the cases out now, they're gonna be in our way quite a lot. And some of the cases live inside some of the other cases, so won't kind of fit back where they go if they are indeed packed. So let me know in the comments, do you do like multi-day packing, or you just hit it all in one day? Or are you a the night before kind of person? I personally like to do this, starting early, gathering things, having a little think, and I'm like, oh, remember this, oh, remember this. Add things in, keep going through my list, keep ticking it off. And that's the way it seems to work for my brain at least. So it is quite a few days later, and although I have not filmed anything packing wise, I've just been gathering bits together. That being said, I need to do a bit more than gathering bits together and actually pack properly. So I think today's the day I make a big old mess. I have been ordering the missing bits and pieces that I had on my shopping list in my planner. I think most of that stuff's coming tomorrow, so it's not like I can totally finish it today. But to be honest, for me, packing is going to be a challenge to be a one-day job anyway. I'm always better off doing a massive chunk of it on one day and then adding bits later on, and definitely leaving myself some breathing days to be like, oh yes, I remember this. Oh yes, I remember that. I can't tell you how many quite crucial things I have added in those last few days where I'm like, I'm mostly done, but I need to, just add in a few bits. So I think what I'm going to do is use my basket system and put everything in groups of outfits per day, and then I can just make a list of what is missing. There's one or two things that aren't quite dry in the washing yet. I've categorically told my family now, if you want to wear it on the cruise, you do not wear it now. We're done wearing things we want to wear on the cruise. And also, it turns out that we're not just packing today for the cruise, we're packing for another trip. UK theme park mini break trip, which will be a mini series over on my main channel. But it's about a week after we get back. So my plan is to kind of pack the stuff for that trip, clothing wise, into packing cubes, leave them in a pile in the house, and then just tip out the dirty washing, chuck in the packed packing cubes for that trip, and everything else can just kind of stay packed, toiletries, chargers, all those things. I'll just leave those in the case, and hopefully they'll make it nice and easy. So we're not actually packing for the 5-night cruise plus the 1 night, so 6 nights. We're actually packing for an additional 2 nights a week later as well, just to complicate matters. Okay, let's stop chatting and procrastinating and just make this mess, because I don't want to do this, and once I've made this mess, it's going to make me do it.
You give me this energy. It is like you set me free. Chasing highs to stay alive. But if I'm with you, I'll survive. So hold me close into the night, 'cause I need you to stay. You take me to paradise, that's why it's hard to wait. Can I be around you for motivation? Just a little while now. A simple question, can I get closer? Just for motivation. Can I be around you for motivation? Just a little while now. A simple question, can I get closer? Just for motivation. Life is hard the way it is, but with you it's easier. Follow me into the night, without you I'm falling deeper. Stay a bit longer, yeah, I just need you to, I just need you to. Stay a bit longer, I just need you to. Can I be around you for motivation? Just a little while now. A simple question, can I get closer? Just for motivation. Can I be around you for motivation? Just a little while now. A simple question, can I get closer? Just for motivation.
I'm so overwhelmed right now, but I need to keep going. Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
So what I need to do now is actually start putting things, rather than in the piles they're in, the organised chaos piles, into actual packing cubes. And some of the packing cubes I use are just the bags. So if we want to take like cute little Loungefly bags to go with an outfit, so the Toy Story outfit, in fact everyone's Toy Story outfits for this day can go inside this bag, and that means you can pack more Loungefly, which is especially important if you're flying and you're restricted on luggage. So I'm going to start packing things into packing cubes, into Loungefly, tick off what I've done so that my brain can be like, okay, that's done, and not doubt myself, and then make a list of what still needs to be found. Obviously this is a more complicated process because the children have got certain outfits they want to wear certain times and certain accessories. Ultimately, to see them so happy on the ship, it will all be worth it. Let's just keep focused on that.
It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries, we'll make our own way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd, just you and me together. It will all seem better outside, just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours
Making pretty good progress. I found all the pirate stuff, which was mostly all inside the cases because that's the only time we use it, is on Disney cruises. Other than one dress I had lent to a friend. Someone's like, who will have a pirate outfit? I know, Ree. So I just need to check all of that. I've got all this swimwear. I'm not sure we need all of it, so I need to go through that. And I'm going to pack it into a wet bag. And that way, if on the way back, I'll try and dry things out over the bath, but if things aren't 100% dry, then the damp stuff can be kept separate. These boxes, this is my stuff. I need to check my Elena of Avalor little Disneybound. I've got a gold belt coming tomorrow, so I don't want to fully pack that yet. I've got lots of my shorts and things. Normally, I would put every pair of shorts with every pair of socks with every outfit. But as we're not flying, it's very unlikely we're going to lose a case. I might just chuck the rest of my stuff in a packing cube, the rest of Will's stuff, the rest of my husband's stuff in a packing cube and sling them in the cases. It's not as crucial if we were flying. If we were flying, I would never do that because it's possible if all my underwear was in one case and the case went missing, I'd have nothing to wear. Yeah, we'll see. I might, or maybe just split it into two, but to be honest, I feel safer on the cruises than I do when we fly. Now, I think, this is a right old mess, I think normally I pack in here, but I think I'm going to pack downstairs this time and then leave the cases in our dining room, sort of behind the seats, because otherwise we end up with a massive pile in the corner of the bedroom, and we have still got 2 weeks till we leave, and it's a bit of a pain. We end up falling over things. So I think, because that's what I did before Florida, I'll do that again because it worked quite well.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, oh, nah, nah. I don't know what I could say to convince you to hang around when you don't have to.
Massive progress has been made. I need to go through my lists and see exactly what I've done while it's fresh in my brain. But for now, I'm going to close up all this so that we can, have the family back in and make dinner and stuff. And then later this vlog for you, but over the next few days for me, when those last few bits arrive, hopefully we can finish everything off. Because there's just a few things I can't do today, like the things that haven't quite arrived yet. I have cleaned my makeup brushes. I realised that they were I've got like a little travel set of makeup brushes, and they still had monkey gyms from Florida in January. It's August, not proud of that, on them. I haven't used them since, to be fair. Or maybe I did. Maybe I used them in Alton Towers. Maybe it's Alton Towers gyms, not Florida gyms. Still, they were dirty. I've cleaned them, so they are drying. Will gave me a pair of jeans, one with a hole in them. I said, no, try again. And then another one that was dirty. So obviously they have to be washed. But again, this is why we're doing it a few weeks before, for when my family are like, oh, this doesn't actually fit, you need to get a new one. Or, oh, this is dirty, it needs to be washed. It gives me that breathing space to do it. So now let's zip these up and go through the list and actually see what we've done and what's left to do. It's actually quite exciting because earlier today I didn't think I'd get this much done, but quite proud of myself, to be honest. Let's have a look in my cruise planner. I'm going to use 2 different colour pens. I do this in my cruise planners, my Disney planners, my main planners. I like write in one, and then, I could use a highlighter, but I like write other things that I need to take note of in another one. So let's have a look at what we've packed outfit by outfit. We'll tick them in pink. I think we've written in purple, we'll tick them in pink. So I've put in all of the stuff. So in fact, for travel, it's not put in, it's like put out, put aside. But the stuff for the girls is done. They've got an option for leggings or shorts to travel. Will put his t-shirt in. I need to put like bottoms in because of the aforementioned jeans issue. And my husband, I've not sorted him for that. So we have got the Donald dress and ears and everything in. Of all the cases I've put out, the mini case is the only one we need to open in the hotel the night before. I always take all the cases into the hotel the night before. I never leave them in the car because I kind of feel like if the car went missing, we'd be gutted, but it would be insured. But if the car went missing with all our cases the night before the cruise, that would be devastating. So we take all our cases in, but I only actually need to open one. So the mini case will have the clothes that we need to put on in the morning to actually embark the ship, plus all our toiletries. I'll keep them all in there, and any like PJs, pants, that kind of thing we need for the night, and toothbrushes. The boys have got red dream shirts, and Lindy and Uncle Alan, they're my auntie and uncle that are coming with us. They're in here because they're kind of coordinating on some things, but I'm not actually packing for them, so we don't really have to pay attention to that. Now the La Corona Day, I've done all that stuff. So embarkation day's done. The La Corona Day is kind of red and white nautical. We have got cruisiers, but it's not like screaming in your face Disney. That's all done. The other sea day, I think we said we'd do Toy Story tonight, and I've done that. That is all in, and that's all packed in the Rex bag. Then for, oh no, it's not La Corona. God, what am I even saying? My brain's addled, and this is why I use erasable pens, people. There's a sea day, there's La Corona, and there's Vigo. Of the 2 ports, I think if we get off at all, we're going to do Vigo. In fact, I do want to get off, even if it's just to get pictures in front of the ship and just have a little wander around so the children have, they've been to Spain. We're not going to bother with both. But apparently it's less travelling to get to stuff in Vigo than La Corona, as in it's like a 5-minute walk compared to a much longer walk. So I think we're going to do Vigo is the one we've got the dresses and things. So hang on, what have we got? What have I packed for that? So we've got a C day of the character dresses, and then we've got an option for, so let's call that the Toy Story day, and that is actually all done. And then the other C day, we've got character print dresses I have packed for the last C day where the girls are also going to the Bibbidi Bobbidi. But for the other C day, I've packed Lilo and Stitch. I've also packed cruise dresses. So actually we've got two different options. So let's call it Lilo and Stitch because Will's got something. So we'll put Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch. And that is actually all packed as well. We wore those to Animal Kingdom and it was a nice little group one. I have actually done the stuff for disembarking as well, doing so well. Right, now up here for the gang, for animators, I've packed the yellow dress, the mini red dress, the Daisy Light and the Donald. That's all done. I've packed for Enchanted Garden. I need to put in white headbands. I think we might need new white headbands, so we'll put that on the pre-cruise shopping list. Speaking of this pre-cruise shopping list, some of this stuff can be ticked off, can't it? Donald ears, we did get those. And the Pluto ears. I bought sunscreen. The gold belt I've ordered, but it's not here yet. Socks, sandals for Bella, new court shoes. I've ordered all that, it's not here yet, and the white headbands. So that, I'm going to put headbands. I'm going to write that in pink, and then it's like in two places. So it's in my shopping list, but also it's there as like, I need that. I need the belt for my Elena dress, but other than that, the Belle, Rapunzel, Princess Security is done. Pirates Night is all done. And Eeyore, Piglet, Pooh and Tigger, and don't tell him in his yellow t-shirt, he's Christopher Robin. Also packed. Okay, so there are quite a few little bits and pieces I need to do. We still need to make up all the goodie bags for Pixie Dust that we give out to cast members that have taken care of us and people we meet on board. So I think I've got enough stuff to do 100 goodie bags. So I think I'm just going to fill a couple of little suitcases and then we can empty them out, give them out and bring merch back. So what else have we got to do tomorrow, which is, or the day after, which is later this vlog for you? I need to go through that we've done this for everybody. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that yet. Clothing, underwear, socks, shoes, accessories. I have actually done all the nightwear, so I can tick that. And I have done all the swimwear. So actually, having said this, yeah, I will, you know, start ticking this. Having said I was going to ignore it. The first aid kit is in. I haven't put sunscreen in, makeup and the makeup brushes and skincare and things. We don't actually need shower gel, shampoo and conditioner. I mean, you could take it if you don't like the stuff on the ship, but we very much like the stuff on the ship. I need to check deodorant, hair products and things. Washing up liquid, sometimes, I mean, you could take that. I generally have some of that in our wash bag, just in case we need to wash out, like we're going to take, oh, resort mugs. That's what I want to add on. We want to take resort mugs because when we had those with us on the Wish, it was nice because we had them with us because we'd just been to the resort. But it's a nice thing to fill up to, you know, go to the drink stations and fill up. So I want to add those on. I'm going to put Pixie Dust on here and also the bracelet the girls are making to give out. Like they've made such cute bracelets with Mickey beads and with little words, little like Disney inspired words and stuff. I need to make sure I've printed all our travel documents. So yes, I still have a lot to do, and obviously all my camera batteries and stuff, like I'm filming on this camera now, it's not packed yet. I need to gather together all my camera things. I need to make sure I've got all my hard drives. I've wiped loads of SD cards, so I mean that's a me problem. You guys probably don't have to do all that stuff, but for me to film all my vlogs, obviously we need our passports. I feel like we should highlight that because let's face it, if we left everything else behind, we'd be fine. But you know, we really need, let's not leave those behind, eh? They won't let us on the ship. Okay. Brain is totally fried now. I shall see you in but a moment where hopefully in a day or two's time my brain is feeling fresh and I'm not talking so much gibberish. And those of you that have been requesting non-Disney trip planners may be pleased to know that my organised holiday planner and holiday adventure planning activities and memories for kids are now available in my planner store. So this organised holiday planner is how to organise a holiday that is not a Disney holiday. It's got all the same kind of helpful stuff in it that you find in the Disney planner, but for travelling pretty much anywhere else other than Disney. And then this is the kids version, which has got lots of activities and things to do, the same way the Disney planners do, but again, are for venues, trips that are not Disney. So these plus all Disney planners are linked down in the description and in that accompanying blog post to go with the video. 12 days to go until we leave for our cruise. Let's get some more packing done. First, I want to show you a few things. First of all, these labels. Now, if you see my back to school videos on my main channel, you'll know I'm obsessed with labeling everything just so that things don't get lost. But labeling things can have benefits on trips too. So I always label certain things that we're taking with us and also put labels in to take with us. So these are the labels I use. I love them because they stick into the care labels of clothes or onto plastic items. Then after 24 hours, they are machine washable and dishwasher safe. So for example, I will label my Castaway Key tote bag that I get in my stateroom because there's going to be millions of them on the ship and I don't want to get mine confused with someone else's. I will label the resort mugs that I'm planning to pack. In fact, I think they're already labelled because that way we know who's a who's. Because I've got a pink one and Bella's got a pink one and we know who's a who's. There's no arguing. When the children buy plushies on the ship, then we put labels into the care labels of those. And that way, if they were to put it down and it got sent to guest services, I have my phone number on the labels. So for some of the children's school labels, I have their year group or class. But for things we're taking outside of school and some things I send into school, to be honest, I like to put my phone number. And this year, for the first time, actually, I've thought about it. I've put +44 instead of the 0 at the beginning of my number. So if we're out to the country, which we will be, hopefully things will still get returned. So that way, hopefully, if like a plushie they just bought went missing, guest services would know who it belonged to, be able to phone me, I guess, when I had phone signal. Anyway, you just have more chance of it getting returned to you from lost property or whatever. If they buy the same things, you can label who's a who, so there's no arguing. So many things. And also, if your children were ever, touch wood, to go missing, they've always got your phone number in their clothing, like in their hoodies and things. Will actually left a hoodie at some local like activity place recently and it took a month. It was his Disney Cruise Line hoodie, but they phoned me and said, we're going through lost property and we've got your hoodie here. He didn't even know it was missing, but he was rather glad to have it back. Yes, labelling everything. The other thing, just touching on briefly when travelling with children, obviously we do use air tags. Now, air tags are no kind of substitute for keeping an eye on your children, and I feel like they're more important in the parks than on the ships, but still, for travelling in busy places, the children wear air tags on their wrists. I also have air tags on their bags, so if they happen to just get up and walk away from a bag, then we can sort of have some sort of idea which direction that bag might be in. Like I said, when you're on a cruise ship, it's slightly different, I guess, because you've not got signal for a lot of the time. So how well you'd be able to track an air tag on board, I don't know, but obviously we are getting off for port adventures, so still absolutely taking the air tags. The other thing I'm absolutely packing is my Monzo card. I've actually used it to attach to our onboard spending account and we'll use it for spending Spain. Monzo, I'm not working with them, it's not an ad or anything, but I just can't stop raving about it because I genuinely use it and love it. The app is really, really good and user friendly, but the main reason I started using it is because you don't get currency conversion fees if you are spending abroad, which is amazing. So we put money aside into that. I've got a personal Monzo and I've got a joint Monzo with my husband, and we use that for onboard spending, so we don't get any fee, currency conversion fee. But if you want to get a Monzo card yourself, when you make your first purchase on it, to be honest, I just use the free plan. I'm going to be honest, there are paid for plans, I just use the free plan, but if you get a Monzo card, which is free, and then make your first purchase on it, you get £5 and so do I. So if that's something you fancy doing, all the details are on screen and down below as well. I think I need to get all the cases back out, start loading some more things into them because a lot more bits have arrived. For example, I ordered extra underwear for myself. In fact, let's just look at what I've got. We should just look. So one of the things that has arrived from the stuff I've bought are these nude court shoes. I thought nude court shoes go with everything, so I can pack those and wear those of an evening. Then to go with that dress, if I put my hair in a ponytail and put some flowers in my hair and put a gold belt on, and I guess nude court shoes, will that work for Elena of Avalor for Disneybound? And I just bought new socks. Will and Bella are now in the same sized socks as me. These socks I really like. They're the ones I kind of wear as trainer liners. I'm really sorry, guys. I can't get on board with pulling my socks up. Like, I know it's super trendy and all the kids are doing it these days, but it's not for me, okay? It's not for me. So we've got trainer liners because I'm an older millennial and I'm sticking with them. But ultimately, this is what I wear at home as well when I'm running around the place or on my walking treadmill or whatever. We needed more collectively. Will wanted black ones, Bella wanted white ones, and I thought rather than buying them, putting them into circulation, then gathering together to pack, I've just bought them. I'm going to take them like that. So I've got a pack, that's for Bella and for myself, that's for our theme park break, and one pack each for the cruise. That's 6 pairs. Perfect. And then Will has got 6 pairs for the cruise, and then 3 pairs for our theme park break, and then 3 spare pairs. Zara had absolutely plenty of socks, but Will, Bella and myself needed some more. If you're ever gonna buy things during the year, pants, socks or whatever, do it just before a trip. I have also bought new underwear for myself, but I have put that through the wash first. I think these socks will be fine unwashed. It just goes straight on our feet. But underwear, you know, that's gone through the wash, so that's going to go in. I have found our passports in this passport holder, and yes, there's an air tag on the passports so that we can locate them should they go walkies. I've also got these I didn't buy recently. I picked these up in Primark. They are luggage straps, and I bought these after, did you see the end of the Wish cruise vlog series? One of our cases, I'd stuffed it so much getting off the Wish. By the time we got it off the Wish, it was the zip was kind of busting open, and it had to be taped to go through on the plane. So I thought if I put luggage straps to kind of like suck in the cases around the middle, it'll take the pressure off the zips when I overstuff them. Anyway, that's what those are for. And I've just got a basket of bits I've been gathering, things like this hair curler. If you saw my hair curled earlier in this video, then I just sleep with it in one of these. So that is a Disney one. I'm going to take that with me. I've got pillow scrunchies for when I'm not sleeping with my hair up like that. Just various bits, just collecting bits all the time. I now need to go back through my list and keep plodding with the packing. So let's get the cases out and keep going. And we also need to do the pixie dust today. Now for pixie dust items, which is kind of just like a Disney gifting thing for other guests. We're not doing fish extenders where you join a Facebook group and then you say your children's age and your room number and stuff, and you gift things specifically to other people. We're not getting involved with that, but we do like to have items to gift to cast members that have been especially lovely to us, and to you lovely people, you subscribers we bump into on the ship. So I bought the same bags I bought last year. These are gift bags with tie label things. We've got sweets that say thank you on them, love hearts. We've got 3 kilos of these. I'm not sure how many 3 kilos equates to. I'm not sure if we have to count them. We've got 100 of these. So I believe there's 100, 100, 100. Don't know how many. So maybe 2 each of those in the goodie bag. I'm going to get the children to help me with this.
Whenever I'm with you, I am alright. There's something about the way you make me feel inside. I'm counting down the days till we fly away, heading to the sun, only you and me. Don't wanna waste another day being stuck here in this place. No, wanna hold your hand in mine, watch the sunset in your eyes. Baby, I want us to act like we are 22 right now. Just let go, lose control, play songs on the radio too loud. This could be magical. Whoa, whoa. This could be magical. Whoa, whoa.
Slight break from packing. So the pixie dust is done. I have actually filled up the best part of 2 of the little carry-on cases full of pixie dust, but then when those are empty, we've got space for merch. That's all good. I have packed my red dress into here. Let's try it on with the belt and the shoes. Is it giving Elena of Avalor? Now, I actually had this hairband, but then I've added these flowers. I think there might be just one or the other. What do you think? The hairband is supposed to be like the crown. We've got the gold belt like Elena. We've got the nude shoes. I think these nude shoes are going to work quite well actually. But what do we think? Elena of Avalor, or we better hair down? Maybe just hair down actually. Although Elena does have a ponytail. Doesn't really matter that much, does it? So, long story short, I think this will work. I can now pack this outfit. I've got these gorgeous watch straps, which I will be packing to match with various outfits. Should have shown these in my outfit video really, shouldn't I? These are for my Apple Watch, and some of these have been gifted, but most of them I have bought myself. So that one's a Disneyland Paris themed one. Got a Disney Cruise Line. If you can dream it, you can do it. You Are the Magic, Faith, Trust and Pixie Dust, Disney 100, and Meet Me on Main Street. So they're all coming with me, and William may or may not steal some of them at some point during the trip. And one of my favourite hacks for ears, if you've got earache, as in your ears are making your head hurt, you just take one of these slap bands, you stick it around here. There is already one on my bag, but I've been trying to do this with one hand to show you. So this is how it goes, just for a minute, and you just ta-da! And suddenly, pretend that one's not there. If the ears are safely attached to your bag, this is especially good if you're in the park, getting on off rides, or you've just had enough of your ears for a minute.
To escape, and here we are, driving narrow streets in a rusty car, leading to the sea. Think we're getting close. We should take a pic, baby, strike a pose. I remember every day that I spent right here with you. Yeah, you are the one who makes me feel as good as I do. Baby, I promise to act like we are 22 right now. Just let go, lose control, play songs on the radio too loud. This could be magical. Whoa.
Here I am, sat in amongst all of my packing, but I think I'm nearly there, you know. There are one or two bits that obviously always have to be done last minute, so I do need to, as I always need to, put my hair straighteners in last minute because I use those every day. So that's a bit annoying. I've got makeup and skincare ready to go in. They're all sorted. Chucking my hair curler thing in. I have got our toothbrushes from our previous trips that have been dishwashed, but we're due to switch up for new ones. So I thought what we'll do is we'll use the old ones in the hotel the first night, and then chuck those rather than take wet ones with us, and we'll have fresh ones when we get on the ship. All my little makeup brushes are in here. They have now dried, so they are ready to go in. I do have to put all the stuff I've put aside for our UK theme park trip, just literally put that from a basket into packing cubes. Let's go through this list. Should I put you guys down so I can go through this list? There you go. You comfy there? Okay. Right, I still need to find Bo Peep ears. I've got this little pre-cruise to-do list that I've got inside my planner. For some reason, I cannot find Bella's Bo Peep ears, but I have packed pink ones just in case. I need to add shorts and underwear to the embarkation. Now, those shorts I washed are drying upstairs, so they still need to be added in. I've done the Southampton PJs for everybody. I've ordered a new skirt, which I'm not sure if it's going to come in time. I might actually attempt to go to the gym on the ship. I've never set foot in the gym on the Disney Cruise Line before, but I feel like I should just go and explore it. So I have got a navy skirt I was going to put in, but I have ordered a new one, which if that comes in time, I need to pack. So that's why that's on that list. I've still got to do very me problem things like sort my SD cards, hard drives, time machine for my laptop, and set up my new Final Cut Pro library, which is my editing software. If you have any questions about which stuff I use for vlogging, I did a whole video on my main channel explaining everything. And if you go to the link I'll put on screen and down in the description, there's a blog post listing all the stuff I use for vlogging. So if you're thinking about getting a camera for vlogging or just for capturing family memories, There's a video in the blog post where I break down the pros and cons of all the cameras that I use, which ones I use for what, and hopefully that'll be helpful to you. But like I said, that stuff, you know, we're 12 days out. I still use those cameras every day for my job. So that stuff, along with my hair straighteners, that has to be last minute stuff. But then I will add that to my pre-departure checklist. So I'll add in, for me, it has to be cameras, laptop, and hair straighteners, because those for me are very much last minute things. The passports are going in my husband's bag. I've got some backup pin back things. These are like locking pin backs, because on our first cruise, Zara lost the back of her pin, almost lost the entire pin. I got very upset. So those get packed now. We always take magnetic hooks to hang up things like lanyards in the stateroom, because the walls and the doors are magnetic. Our door magnets are in, they're all packed. The girls have got these little pencil cases they want to take in their hand luggage, which they've just got one Loungefly bag each. They've also all got their magical cruise activities and memories for kids books, so they'll be in their bags for doing kind of on the way there, filling out the memories and things as they go. They love doing that. I've got a medical kit that literally just lives in our suitcase that has got vapor rub for when the children have coughs, night nurse, day nurse, migraine relief, strepsils, headaches, that stuff you put in your head when you get a headache, loads of plasters, an entire first aid kit. That just lives in there, as well as Calpol, Nurofen, syringes, and a thermometer. Let's hope we don't need any of that stuff. Keep everything crossed, but I'd rather have it, and it just lives there. So I don't need to think about packing that every time. It's done, it's in. I only need to repack it if I know on a trip we've opened it and used it. So I've got to say, we're doing incredibly well. My new court shoes have arrived. Sandals for Bella have not arrived yet, but they're coming in the next couple of days, so they will go in kind of last minute. I think we're all just going to wear Skechers on our feet. It's a lot of walking on the ships. Not quite as much as the parks, but it is still quite a lot of walking. We can now go through, have we got everything in for everyone? Free, tops, yes, yes, yes. It's looking good. It's looking so good. I haven't put coats in. PJs and toiletries, yes. We'll just go through each of these. I'm going to sit and do this, but I'm not going to bore you with that right now. Passports, I have put in. I have put them in. We were worried about that. Cases, shoulder bag, adapter plugs and chargers are in. Electronic devices, no, not really, because they're kind of last minute. Chargers are in though. Cameras and batteries, no, not yet. Sunscreen and makeup, skincare, shower gel. We don't actually need shower gel because we quite like the stuff on the Disney Cruise Line. Deodorant and everything. Again, this toiletry bag just lives in the case, so I will give it a quick check over to see nothing needs topping up. But we used this last time we were in Alton Towers. It's like my husband's stuff. This is washing up liquid, so we can wash out the resort mugs and things if we want to. I am putting the resort mugs in. I've got those ready to go in. The children are going to take their popcorn buckets as well, so the popcorn refills I think are $1.50, so that's amazing value. So yeah, happy with all that. All that's just lives in the case. It avoids me having to think too much about things. So ultimately, although I still have one or two things to add in, that's going to be the case right up until the day before, because some of the stuff I can't do till last minute. I still stand by my decision to pack super early, because for me, for my brain, maybe it's a mum life thing, maybe it's an ADHD brain thing, I feel like until this is done, I can't kind of relax. It's like it's on my cognitive load. When I've got this super short list of things to do on the last day, it's like, okay, we're ready to go. I feel the same way about like getting work and things finished. I feel like I can start to relax and get excited about it when all this stuff's done. Also, I have these like brain kind of like, oh my goodness, I forgot to add this in moments over the coming days. I will have those between now and the day we leave. And if I packed the night before, I wouldn't have time to have those things. And then we would get there and the children would be like, but you didn't pack my whatever it was. And they'll be devastated. And I'll be like, oh no. And especially for children on the spectrum, those things can be really upsetting. Yeah, so ultimately I just like to think about those extra bits. It gives me the breathing space to add in those extra bits. And if I tried to pack things like day before, 2 days before, I wouldn't be able to find everything. There'd be something that someone had like lost, or it would be dirty and like Williams jeans would need replacing or need buying another one. and it wouldn't give me the breathing space to do that. So I stand by my decision to pack early. But do let me know in the comments, are you a super early packer? Are you a last minute packer? It probably makes a difference how many children you have and where you're going, to be honest. And if your children are especially fussy about the things they need, or super chill. If you're super chill, then I guess you can leave it a little bit more last minute. So I'm going to now zip up all these cases, pop them back in my dining room, and then just keep glancing at my planner over the next few days and add in those last bits and pieces, and then it's time to leave. So the next vlog you're gonna see on this channel is travel day, which is so super exciting. We're going to be heading to the port, we're going to be answering your questions you guys have sent in, checking into the hotel near the cruise terminal, and then embarking the Disney dream for 5 magical nights. The vlogs will be out every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. and if you can't wait for the series, if you need to binge them, you can't wait for each Saturday to come, then you can check out my Patreon for some early release vlogs. So as soon as they're edited, they're straight in Patreon, and then they go live on my channel those Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do those YouTube things. Hang out with me on my Patreon. There is a free tier as well. Make sure you check that out. And we'll see you when we're leaving for the dream. Mwah. Bye.